Hi guys, good evening everyone. This is Life Issue, this is Blessing. All right, so I'm going to be talking about this controversial, not really controversial issue because to be frank with you, it's something that has been there for so long in our society and in our culture. But somebody wanted me to talk about it because of her personal, something happened to her in her life and she wanted to talk about it. And for us to kind of like look at it in the light of the current year and age and time that we are in and period. All right, so let's start with this story. Now, it's about men. I mean, we know African men, but it's not really African men because this has always been like this, as we know, even during the medieval period and during the Victorian period. I keep telling people it's not about African men, cheating. It's not. It is. It has, down the line of even the American history and even the UK history. If you go back to olden days, UK men used to cheat on their wives. They even have to have during the Victorian period, okay, we used to have this men cheating on their wives. So it's not about men cheating, to be frank with you. It has always been there. It's not about African men cheating. It has always been there. So, but the point we are trying to talk about this evening is the fact that with everything that has happened in the world, with the fact that, civilization has happened and the fact that people have moved on. We talk about discrimination, talk about equal rights for everybody, talk about equal pay. Why is it that the African society, they have refused to let go of this I don't know how am I going to call, I don't know if it's a syndrome or ideology that men, is okay for a man to have concubines, to have mistresses, to be cheating on the wife, that it is fine, and the woman should bear it. I mean, I don't know where they got this ideology from, but really, there are certain things that we take from the Western world. Okay, so they came to our part of the world, and even though before they came, to be frank with you, when I look at African history, we have always had this, chief people marry more than one wife. It has always been there. So I don't know, when we talk about this, it kind of like let's look at our culture, because African culture, if you go back to the olden days, men had more than one wife, so they were allowed to marry. To even in some cultures, you have people that have close to like 10 wives, 5 wives, but those cultures are changing, those days are changing. But why is it that we have refused to change with with the things that are happening? I mean, well, this is very, very how will I put it now? I know it's very, very, people will say, oh, why are you talking about this? What's your business about this? But as a married person and as somebody that people come to you and they talk to you about things, I want men to tell. I just wish a man would come up and tell us why is it that they are allowed to cheat on their wife, to cheat on their girlfriends, to have as many concubines as they want. But whenever it's like a woman does it, it's like a taboo. There's this, oh my God, this woman, she did it. Why is it that it's acceptable for them, but the women are not allowed to do it? Now, for a married person, of course, we know both men and women is not allowed. To be frank with you, as a Christian, if you look at it from the Christian background, is not even supposed to be. But this is, this is kind of like, what we get in our society. But is it right? Is it okay for a man to cheat, and then when a woman cheats or does something, is as if it's a taboo? Kill her, destroy her. I read, there was a news last week of a woman that was killed by the husband for cheating. And I was like, why is it that to society? Because when people were making comments, it was like as if it was okay, or She deserves it. And I'm like, but what if it had been a man cheating? Will people react this way? Why is it that it's okay for a man to cheat in African society? Is it because of our culture? Well, some of the cultures that we inherited from our great grandfathers, we are letting go of them. But why is this particular culture? Why are we holding on to it? And I had to do some research. And I was talking to my husband the other, just like an hour ago, and we're trying to find out why is it that women are made to bear it, just stay in the house, just be there, don't do anything, just persevere. And you know what we noticed? That is not really every woman that is made to bear or made to stay or made to, just stay, is actually about poverty. That's our conclusion, to be frank with you. Let me tell you something. You cannot cheat on some girls whose parents are rich and you tell her to stay, or maybe you are treating her badly or you are disrespecting her. Of course, she will not stay. Of course, you cannot cheat on a girl who is independent, who is, okay. She can leave. But most times, when women are made to stay, like you are told by your family, just stay now, just forgive him, it boils down to poverty. That is our conclusion. And I don't know if anybody wants to come in and, add their own talk, but we actually agree that it has to do a lot with poverty. Poverty is what will make a woman stay when the husband is cheating. Now, my question this evening is not even about the man cheating, because already we have been told, even right from when we were young, that the man will cheat. A man will cheat on you. Okay, so you kind of like grow up knowing that, having this ideology or this mentality that your husband or your boyfriend will cheat on you, but you don't even know when it will happen. But when you ever try to do it, it's like as if it's a taboo. Is this not discrimination? I just want to know. Oh my God. Is this not discrimination? We talk about racism, we talk about discrimination, but is this not discrimination? Are we not discriminating against the woman? What makes the woman species superior, that they can do it and they can get away with it? But if a woman tries it, she is penalized and the society makes her feel as if she's worth nothing. Why is it like that in African society? I mean, I don't really, know why people react this way when a woman cheats. Okay, I'm just trying to understand, because I'm not saying it's right. Get the point? I'm not saying that cheating is right. Of course, it's not right. But why does the man get away with it? Why is it that men can actually do it and get away with it, but if a woman does it, there is like, oh my gosh, she's doing something bad, it's so bad. Why do we reason that way? It's still the same offense. Is it because it's a woman, or is it because there's this mentality that a woman is a man's property, so he married her with his money, so he is allowed to do whatever he wants to do, but she's not allowed? I'm just trying to understand why is this taboo? Why? I mean, if anybody can come and help me out, I just want to understand, because it's a conversation, it's a life it's a live show, and we learn from each other in this show. So I don't know who is on. Jacob is on. I don't know if Jacob can come on and put his mouth on this. I've sent a link. I'm going to put the link here again. If you want to come on. So this is Life Issue Magazine. All right. If you want to come on and discuss this with us, we would so much love to hear from you. All right. So why is it that men get away in African society with blue mother, but once is a woman, is like, hey, killer, killer, killer. She shouldn't do that. It's not allowed. Why? Is discrimination. For me personally, it is discriminating. Hope somebody can come on. So, like, everybody's sleeping today, nobody's awake today. I think we started the show the normal time that we do on Saturday. So I'm just wondering when somebody can help us, talk about it. I mean, no matter whoever that is doing it, whether it's the man or the woman, it is wrong. So if the woman is being punished harshly for it, the man should also be punished harshly for the same offense. But in African society, the men are not punished as harsh as the women. I mean, let's talk about the Western world, yeah? If you cheat on your wife, I mean, the woman will just clean you up. Like, what I mean by clean you up, like, if she has evidence, she will take almost everything. Like, the court of law gives her more things from the divorce, settlement, because you cheated on her. So even if the woman also cheated on you, if she's richer, the court will give the woman more things because it is infidelity. You cheated on. So it's kind of like people are treated equally. Do you understand? But in Nigerian situation, your husband cheats on you, you go to courts to take them to, to divorce them, or to even to call family meeting. If you call family meeting, in a family meeting, they'll be telling you now, is it only because he cheated on you? Is it just only because of cheating? That's why you are disturbing yourself. Please go back to your family, go back to your home. Oh my God. Why is our society that way? Why is it that, I don't know how to put it. What a man does is okay, that is fine, is all right, but a woman does it is not okay. And we need to be, very careful as women who are Africans. Sometimes we read so much book and, we are so educated that we forget that our society, that is not fair on us. African society is not fair on us, okay? With that, your book. There are certain things that you cannot get away. And if you do, it will say, you are not supposed to. But your husband, even if you went to school, did not go to school, can actually get away with this. So I know somebody is trying to come on here. Okay, I'm getting a caller. Hello. Oh, no, don't let me see. Hello. Hello. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, Best. It's like he's not here. I don't know why he's not hearing me. Okay, let me see if his microphone is on. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me put my glasses on. Yeah, he's on. Hi, Best. How are you? Oh, I'm mute. All right, he just muted his. I don't know why he muted his microphone. Yeah. Hello, Best. How are you? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Hello. I can actually hear you. Somebody just said, let me say it according to Christian perspective and to the law of nature. Women can marry two men at the same time, but men can marry multiple men as long as it fits to fed for them. So basically, what you are saying is that because of the Christian perspective, if a man can marry two wives, that means Christianity allows a man to be a cheater. So that's what Jacob is trying to say. Wow. So apparently, Based
Hello.
on the Bible. Hi, hello, how are you? Hello, Best. Hello, Best. Wow, this I'm gonna get Best off and I'll put him back if he comes back later. I'm gonna get him off and maybe he will come back later and we can hear him. So I mean, I'm reading what this commentator just put there. He says, let me say it according to Christian perspective. So what he's saying is that based on the Bible, yeah, a man is allowed to cheat on his wife because he can marry multiple women, like the Solomon of old, like the Davids of old. That's what he's trying to say. So that is, that's brought me to, my conversation with my husband earlier, and we're talking about, when the missionaries went to Africa, and when they went to, when they went into Africa, the fact that they actually were sleeping with the slaves, okay, the slave girls in their house, and they are the missionaries. Now, I'm not saying this to dent them or to talk bad about them, but this are history is there, is well known that some of those people were missionaries, they had plantation, and they were actually sleeping with the house with the black people that they had as slaves. So maybe in their eyes, cheating is okay. But we're not even talking about, yeah, we understand the fact that, yes, in African society, cheating is allowed for the men. I mean, a man is allowed to, like, even have as many concubines, and, is not tamed as being a taboo. As long as you have the money, you can, like Ned Nwokona has how many wives now? Is he up to, is he up to 4 wives? And best, okay. Hello. I don't know why he's not coming on. So, but yeah, we get that. We get that ideology. We get that perspective. But our question now is, why is it that, is there nowhere in the Bible, even in the Bible actually wanted to stone a woman that, they believed, like Mary. I said no, not Mary Magdalene, but her name was Mary. And they assume, because this her name was Mary, but it's assumed her name was Mary. So the question is, because I'm gonna, because I'm gonna have a short video today. So I'm just thinking out loud. The question for us is, why is it that men get away with infidelity? Men get away with sleeping around, not caring about how the woman, feels. Not caring about how the woman feels. But if this is done by a woman, if a woman tries doing this, she is stoned. She is taken as, like, you have done the worst taboo. I mean, you should not have done it. And it's not just, it's basically, this is something that, for me personally, I find it very, very strange, because the world is changing. We should not condone in any way infidelity, whether it's done by the man or by the woman. We should not in any way condone people not being faithful in their marriages. So, but it shouldn't, we shouldn't even condone it, for me personally. So why then shouldn't we look at the offense as the same, whether done by a woman or by a man? It is an offense that should not happen. The punishment should be the same. The punishment should be the same. So let's not put one as having great gravity and the other one as having little gravity, because this is what is causing the killing. I mean, the lady that died this week, that was killed, was because in the eyes of the man, she has done something so big. But he might do the same thing and get away with it because the society feels that he is a man, he can do it, he can get away with it. I mean, I don't know if anybody else is coming up today, but this is what I think about this, talk about what happened this week to the woman that was killed, and the fact that, in African society is actually is actually now becoming, a norm that a man can get away with cheating, but if a woman does it, she's in soup. But the society that we live in is changing. The society that we live in, we all know that it's changing, okay? So it should be both ways. If a man does it, he shouldn't get away with it. If a woman does it, she shouldn't get away with it. Quoting the scripture that says, quoting the Bible and saying that even Christianity allows it, it makes me wonder, the church that we go to, we say we are Christians, we call ourselves Christians, but we pick the Bible that suits us, and the other part that doesn't suit us, we leave it. The Bible does talk about a man not committing infidelity, and he actually gives a ground for divorce to be based on infidelity. So let's not just pick that particular part or something that happened and we say, okay, yeah, marrying. Yeah, if you want to marry, you must have your wife's consent. That's what the Bible says. All the people that are married in the Bible, actually, they kind of like when Jacob had to marry a second wife, or when we had Esau and all those people, their wife gave them, even it was their wife that picked the woman for them. So I mean, this scripture that you quoted or referring to me about the Bible, people marrying multiple wives, that has got nothing to do with cheating, and it has got nothing to do with why women are actually being persecuted in Africa, why the men can do whatever they want to do and get away with it. Is not right. It's not right. I think that, for me personally, I just feel like nobody should cheat. People should respect their relationship and their marriage. But if any of them should, the same, if there is any punishment that is meted out, it should be equal. It should be equal. We should stop these excuses of he's a man, he can do it. He's a man, he's a man. If he's a man, he can do it. She's a woman, she can do it too. I mean, everybody has feelings. Everybody get hurt. Everybody, has that 5 seconds of mental health that the person can snap. So killing somebody because she did something wrong, but you feel you can do it, is totally wrong, because we all have feeling. Right, this is my take on this today, and I mean, it's going to be a short video, and I hope we can actually ask ourselves a question as Africans, as married couples, as Nigerians. Why do we? Okay, somebody wants to come up again. I think it's Best. Hello, Best. Hello.
Yeah, good evening, everybody.
Good evening. All right, today's topic here is a little bit controversial. I'm asking, why is it that in Africa, men are allowed to cheat and it's okay, but when a woman cheats, it becomes like a taboo? No, it's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. A man can live, a married man for that matter can cheat, but when a woman cheats, they will call meeting. You guys will call meeting. Why? What? Explain.
I want to first and foremost say a very good evening to everyone out there listening and watching us. Sorry, the network hasn't been friendly, but we thank God that we are live now. Straight up to the question, like you rightly said, first and foremost, you need to understand this point that you made. You said in Africa. So there is an Africa instinct in whatsoever thing we are doing. Now, let's narrow it down to this part of Africa, which is Nigeria. there is this power. The man has a veto power in the family, unlike in the Western world where women are more powerful than the men.
No.
And
Sorry. So I want to say something, yeah? In the
okay,
Western world, in the medieval period, like in the Victorian period, men had more
mm,
power. Do you understand?
mm,
But
mm,
because of civilization, this
mm,
changed. So why is
mm.
it that civilization has refused to happen in Africa?
That is the point I'm trying to make here. In Nigeria, let me continue from what I was saying. Like I was saying, in over there in the Western world or in the other sub-regions of the world, you see that they attach more importance to the role of women in the family. They give women their rights. Like in Nigeria, there is once upon a time they said that women were to be given 35% affirmative right in politics. Like unlike outside there, in the places where things are being done the way it's supposed to. Now, to come to the other point of mine, you see in Nigeria, let me just, because I don't know why I'm sounding Nigeria, name. So let me use Nigeria as my point of contact. Nigeria, we have this ideology that a man is the head of the family. So thereby, they think and they feel that whatsoever the man does is right. Now, when you look into some families, some families get broken, or it leads to bringing out another woman into the family. Like when the first wife doesn't have a male child, they see it as a must that there must be a male child in the family. So giving that man, this is my point I'm trying to make sure you understand that they give the man the rightful place in the family. Whatsoever he does, he is the head. And for the fact that they said he's the head, he's not bound to make mistakes. But forgetting that every human being in life has his or her own ways of making mistakes. Now, you say a woman does something and like
Sorry,
a man
sorry,
goes
can I
after
say
women or
something? Hold on.
eh,
Can I say something? Yeah. Now, when it comes to the
okay,
what you just said now about the family, is marriage first of all is not about the family, it's about the man and the woman. Yeah,
yes,
it has
yes,
got nothing to do with the family. When a family
mm,
intrudes into a marriage, they are causing confusion. A
yes,
man will leave his wife and cling onto his wife. He did not
mm,
add the family. Family is not there. Do you understand?
mm,
The other
mm,
thing I wanted to say is that the species of a child is
mm,
not on the woman, is on the man.
mm,
The man is the
mm,
one that gives the chromosome, the Y
mm.
chromosome. I hope you know. I hope you know about that.
Yes,
So,
yes.
for you to have a boy, is the man. If the man doesn't have the chromosome, the Y chromosome, you will not have a boy. I know in Africa they push the whole thing to the woman, but really,
Yes, that's the point I'm making.
okay, continue.
So that's the point I'm making. They push the whole thing to to the woman, thinking that it's her making. Like when you go into some families. Let me just not go there though. Let me not go there. Now you come to understand that in some families, men has the upper hands in whatsoever they do. And from what we think or see or what we feel here in Africa, we think that the man can do anything he wants to do, even to the extent of asking the woman to leave the house, thinking that is the right thing to do. Like I have an example of what happened once upon a time around my family, where my brother that stays somewhere in Africa, South Africa to be precise, has two boys, two sons, and he has been battling on how to bring those children back to Nigeria, but it has not been easy for him because over there in South Africa, the woman owns the children. The woman owns the children and handles the children and permits the children's movement. Unlike here in Nigeria, where the man, where onye says, if they understand what I mean by onye says, is the head of the house. So we tend to allow the man get away with whatever he has done or whatever he does. So that is just my little point to add the answers. Let me give other people a chance to add their view.
Oh, hi, Victor. How are you? I mean, you heard what he has to say, yeah? Now, first of all, I have so many things I want to say about what he has to say. First of all, yeah, in the Western world, the man is also the head of the house. I know there's this ideology people have in Nigeria that,
Hello?
In the Western world, the woman is the one in control. No, it's both of them that is in control. Do you understand?
No, you don't.
No, I'm coming. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Don't misunderstand
The only
that.
thing,
Don't
yeah, I
misunderstand
know.
it.
Let me finish. The only thing is that, yeah, there is natural for a woman to be the one to bring up a child. Men are not made to bring up a child. Do you understand? So in the Western world, when it comes to bringing up a child, they will, if the man has something doing, they will give it to the woman. Do you understand?
Yes.
But Nigerian men, you guys will take the child, but you are not there to bring up the child. But that's not what we're talking about now. Victor, hi, how are you?
Hey,
Hello, Victor.
I'm good. Can you hear
Victor,
me? I'm good.
yeah, our question is, my question, I want you to, go straight in because Bess did not answer what I wanted him to answer. Why is it that a man is allowed to cheat? He can go sleep around, with even house help and anybody. But when a woman does it, even if it's just once, they will call family meeting. Why? Are we not? Why the discrimination? That is the question.
To me, I think um, it's not right, and one of the reason I would say it's more about cultural stuff. That is, it have to do with that is, in my opinion, the reason is mainly cultural, and the same way you see boys these days, sleep around and they are seen as champions, and guess who do the exact things are shamed.
Yeah.
This of thinking doesn't just disappear when a person gets married, and even though a man who breaks his marital vows to sleep with another woman is frowned upon, a woman who also does same is also seen as more shameful. To me, I think it's something that have to that that is it's not something that started today, and it's something that have been left. I'm going to call it more of a moral decadence. It's something that have been left for a long period because there is a saying in Igbo language that mehe boafo yawo omenala, which means that when you keep on doing something bad constantly, before you know, it becomes tradition. It becomes a constitution. So just like I said, it's mainly cultural, and there is this system, in which men tend to get away with things in the society more easily than women, and since there are less consequences, that is for a man to cheat, a woman can you hear
Sorry,
me?
continue. Yeah, continue. Continue.
Can you hear me? Yeah,
Yes, yeah.
I I believe it's because there are no consequences like being placed on the man's part. Like
Okay.
all I see these days is more of cultural consequences on the human part, and a man can just cheat and easily divorce
Get
his
away.
wife
Yeah. All
for
right.
infidelity also, much more easily, you know. And a man who has divorced his wife doesn't doesn't bear any stigma,
Shame.
like
Mhm.
there is no shame. It have like become, you know, a normal thing, you know. They are now like familiarized with it. So to me,
Wait,
it's it
Victor, hold on. Best. Did you hear what Victor just said now? Hello, Best.
Yes, I had. Yes,
Okay,
yes, I had
so
him.
I need you to listen to what he has to say. What he said is that men get away, they get away with sleeping around. Even they kind of like, to them is like a showman. You know, yeah, I'm cheating on my wife, he's a showman. But if a woman even tries talking to another man, let's even say you say, hi, darling, you have a stigma. And what we're trying to say is it right? Why is it that they get away with it and the woman is treated as if there's a stigma? You know, that
O-
her own case is worst, but the men can
Okay.
sleep and go and do anything. Why?
Now, I the point I was making earlier, which Victor has just touched it, is this. I never said is a right. I was trying to make this point. When I saw you right, so a woman doesn't have a say. It doesn't. That's not what where I'm driving to. What I'm trying to say in a nutshell is this: in Africa, most especially in Nigeria, it has become what we are living with, like coronavirus in Nigeria. We are now living with it, that when a man does anything, even in the family, even to the extent that when a man beats his wife, he gets away with it. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it is a stigma. It is something that never even started today. It started long ago, and the people that are growing up to live with it, to be with it, and to act and behave it. So the point I'm making here is, I'm making no excuses for the men. No, it is not something that is worth doing. But as for the man that does that, he knows his intentions for doing that. And now let me talk about the women. Normally, if you are a married couple and you have this common understanding, you need to understand your wife very well, because an Igbo adage will always say, "Nobu man ekweke were magaya nazo." Like that
exactly.
saying in English, that anybody that uses the knife or cuts people with the knife, don't always allow someone take the knife behind him, because he might think the person with the knife would come and cut him too. So that's the same thing. Anybody signs of infidelity is always shown by the man's attitude. He plays infidelity even in the way in when he's eating. So that's my point I'm making here, is the woman is not supposed to do it. Likewise, the man. But ihugono ka ebe anyị furu nwaanyị in Nigeria, you've seen where we found ourselves. We men are left to enjoy their life. Look, so let me just say this: there is a comedian that always, and when I go for a wedding, he always says something that I make people laugh. He said, when the couple were being joined in the reception, he said he was praying for the woman. He said, in life, any day that the woman will go to meet another man, may God in heaven, may God permit the husband to catch the man, to catch the woman. Everybody shouted, Amen. Then he was praying for the woman. He was praying for the man, sorry, and said, the man, any day that he would sleep with another woman, that may the Lord give him an escape route. So you can understand that he so you can understand that we no longer see that thing as infidelity. Most of us now see it as a lifestyle.
As norm, as norm.
As a
Is
norm,
norm.
yes.
Okay,
Yes,
can
there
I
is
say
norm.
something? Can I say something? Have you
Yes.
guys noticed why I'm making this video is because that some women, yeah, especially women that are independent, they are not dependent on their husband, they have their own money, and they are comfortable on their own. Yeah. Some women feel that, you know what, they had all these things that is going on, they need it to stop because they themselves, they can also cheat. So cheating is going. I have, before I did this video, I started this live. I was doing a lot of research, and I was talking to some married women in Nigeria. Bottom line is that some married women now are cheating on their husband. And you know what men are doing? Your own is that the women will know. But when a woman is cheating, do you guys know that you don't know? Are you aware? Victor, do you know about a lot of married women are cheating now and they are sugar mommies and they are sugar babies for young boys? Talk about that, Victor.
I didn't get you well. Can you come again, please?
So my question is this, yeah. Men have been cheating, and to them it's become a norm. But don't you think that their action is pushing the women to start cheating too? So in Nigerian society now, we're having a lot of married women who are cheating on their husband, who are actually like they have been pushed to the wall and now they are cheating. What do you think about it? Oh, Victor has gone. Best, do you have anything to say about this one? Okay, I can see both of them has gone. Best, do you have anything to say about married women who are cheating now? All right. So I think both of them's gone. Oh my God. Nigerian, you know what? Yeah. I get what they're saying, Okay, let me see what this however how to say. It's not about women for cheating, but our tradition forbids women from cheating, and as such it is punishable. For instance, in places, once you catch your partner on bed with another man without taking a necessary measure or action by divorcing her or sending her away until the ritual rite is done, the man will die from an incurable disease if you dare have sex with her or eat her food. We don't practice polyandry in African society, a situation that allows women, oh my God, I can't even read his writing can come, allows women to, marry. I think what he wants to say, allow women to, marry. Hello, Bess. Hello. Okay, he's trying, yeah, what is about African, but you know what he's saying? This, what the Ahuba just wrote now, yeah, is about this culture that we have, African culture that we have, that is so bad that women are being victimized, women are being racist. And it's not racist, it is discriminated against. Why is it that the men are allowed to flourish, they can do whatever they want to do, but a woman come on, hello, Best. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, I was saying something.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I was saying something. I said, yeah, when I was talking to Victor, and I was saying that this idea that a man can cheat and cheat and cheat and cheat, yeah, and get away with it, is this not making some women to? I know that in some women in Nigeria now, they are cheating on their husband. Okay, network. Okay, somebody say this both get weight too. Women and men know they do change their stuff for that one. It's right from the Bible. Reason I know that I know not. Solomon married more than just one wife. He had 300 wives and 700 concubines. No one questioned him. David, Jacob, and even our father Abraham, etc. And these men will attack the men of God, but never use it against them. This doesn't mean that men cheating is good. Nigerian people. Bess, are you reading what the person posted? Because
I
the
tell
Bible
you,
says that for a man to live a good life, worship God, and also, oh, Jesus. All right.
no, but from what someone posted something earlier. He was making a point. He said that in Africa, that women are forbid. Here, this post now, he said it's
Mm.
not about discriminating women for cheating, but our tradition forbids women from cheating, and as such, it's punishable. For instance, in places one is cut your partners on bed with another man handing her away until the ritual rite is done. The man will die from an incurable disease. For you, they have said we don't practice. What I'm trying to say here is just simple. From what
Can I say
this
something?
person just
Is
said.
this, sorry, Bess,
Okay.
is this tradition not supposed to be abolished? Is this not discriminating against women? That is why we are making this video. Why would such a tradition even exist in the first place?
I am not in position to answer whether it should be abolished or not because this has been something that has been there from time immemorial. I no wan carry my head carry wetin now no know.
Oh my God.
so so but the truth of the fact still remains that the tradition is not worth it in the right sense. But you can see too that if if
Oh my God. Best
if
cut. Okay, Victor, you are
it
there. Let me
continues husband
continue, Best.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, Victor, we can hear you. Before you went,
Um,
before you went off, I asked you a question. I said, this mentality that it is okay for men to cheat and cheat and cheat and cheat is okay. Young girls that are coming up now, most of them are independent. They have their own money. They travel around. Nigerian society is changing. Yeah. Do you not think that
yes, yes.
is making them also become cheaters in their marriage? They don't care anymore. As I say, so you guys think you can cheat? Okay, now we can also cheat, and it's creating a society where infidelity is now norm. What do you think about that?
um, Actually, I think they will also want to do the same thing. But still on your question, um, I understand that many people might say it's because men are naturally non-monogamous. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Men are naturally monogamous, and can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yes. Yes,
Hello,
we can hear you. Yeah, hello, we can hear you.
can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. I said I understand that many people might say it's like based on the topic that many people may say that men are naturally non-monogamous, but give a man or give some men, as many wives as you want, or as many wives as they want. Most of them or some of them may still cheat. But my case is that who says the opposite is not equally true? Like that women aren't also naturally non-monogamous, and why I'm saying this is because a lot of people might also say that men have a higher sex drive, or that it's somehow natural for men to want more sex. But these are just averages, and it won't be enough to cause people to cheat. But in my opinion, the reason is mainly cultural, just like I've said before. The same way boys who sleep around are seen as a champion. It's something that like when I was still in school, I learned about constitution, rigid written constitution, and flexible constitution. And they said the rigid one is the one that is written and stand, then the flexible one. So I just believe the community at large, Africa is not really doing something strict about this. They are only doing putting on a constitution, a rule, a regulation that only favors men and not women. So if we don't have something solid, if we don't have something solid, then this is going to continue. So
Oh,
that is just all I have to say.
thank you so much for your contribution. So, which means is that really you are agreeing that there is a discrimination going on in Africa, that
Exactly.
all these cultures and all these beliefs are actually discrimination against women, and the fact that women are actually, you know, made to feel that they are doing the worst thing when they cheat, like the men are doing, but the men get away with it. Yeah. All right. Let's thank
Exactly.
you. Thank you. And Beth, do you have anything to say before we round up? Beth?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
The only thing I have to what what have been said earlier is this: the discrimination we are talking about here started even before most of us were born.
Exactly.
In the family, in so many things that pertain to life, women are being discriminated days and years ago. You remember in some stories I've heard that most women are married into the house, into the family, only for them to come and do the farm work. They are not in the family to support or suggest or to bring opinions to the growth of the family. Instead, they are married. I mean, in the olden days, they are married into the house or into the family, that they will be doing the farm work. In the morning, you wake up, you go to the farm and come back. Now it has grown and it has grown and it has grown to this our generation, where you can see a boyfriend will go and lead the girlfriend, or beat the girlfriend, or stab the girlfriend, because he's not legally married to the girl, but just because the lady had to answer a call from another man, you see him beating up the girl, you see him stabbing the girl, you see him even going to the extent of killing the girl. It's not as if it is something that is good, discrimination is accepted. No, it is because these things were buttons that was handed over to generations and generations after, which by this medium of this kind of discussion, we can simply preach discrimination against women, which we are doing now. So my own point, and in summary, is everything discrimination against women no good though. Women discrimination is so much accepted. So let's do everything
Exactly.
right and do everything good to keep this discrimination away, even to the extent in our day-to-day livings. You will see a man in a bus, you'll be walking on in a bus, in a cab, you'll be in same cab going into a direction with a woman, just because the woman voiced a little thing in the boss, somebody will stand up and say, who gave you mouth? Who did this one? Why would you talk? Every where men are talking and you are talking.
Yeah,
Who gave you the mouth to talk?
especially in Igbo land, the way they talk to the is horrible.
Yes, because these things are things that happened in the past when that started from time immemorial. So you even the ones that are younger, the ones that are growing, you see them. Who are you? Who are you to talk when a man is talking? No. Talk less of when the woman, a married woman, now goes to sleep with her. You go kill the woman now. So that is just the thing. So that's
So
just the
So
that's where we find ourselves.
it's all about culture. A man can do it because what I see in some families, in some relationship, is that a man can sleep around, do anything. The woman just has to swallow it and just be saying, "Nah, okay." A man can come in and be talking to a woman, and you don't have any right to question him. You just give him food and give him the other one, and just be a good wife. I mean, for some women, and you go to sleep for nights now, for that just carry knife, choke the person because it is hard.
And now,
It's true because you are hurting the girl, you're hurting the woman, and it's not nice for her to be passing through emotional trauma because she's married. Do you understand? I mean, why we
yes,
try to do this video is for people to understand that what they are doing is wrong. A woman has feeling, a woman does feel something. If you don't love the woman anymore, let her go. But you cannot leave a woman in the house and you are going out there to be chasing any skate that you see, and you are insulting her and she's aware. And for you and Victor, you guys are like, young boys, younger than, those people that started this thing. I hope that you guys will know that when you marry, or if you are even married, that you don't treat your partner, you're laughing best. And you
Victor,
don't,
Victor, the ball is in your court to answer this question.
no. See what somebody said. Somebody said this, that thing where Agatha gets, now the same thing Teresa gets. Same test. Unless she not give you the style and position where you like, then you can teach her. So waiting Amaka gets, Nkiru gets. You understand?
No,
Now,
I have to say something about this thing this person said. There is one thing we need to understand about this thing. No, let me just deviate. Let me just deviate from this thing that we are discussing now.
okay. Oh,
I don't. I know. I am not in support of this thing this person said.
Why?
To an extent.
Why?
Good. That thing where it is the same thing they have. Oh, true. It is the same taste. For me, I don't know if it's the same test. So probably for Victor, I don't know if it's the same test. So.
Oh my God! This is why you guys will never change. So what is the difference?
Now. I don't know. I don't know how to explain my own feelings or taste about it. How it tastes to me, but Victor might be tasting same for him. But the point here I'm making is every man has his own level of self-control. What matters about all these things we are saying here is self-control. When you don't have control to skirts, you are bound to misbehave. When you don't have your limits to things you do, when you don't have your limits to that, I have conscience. One thing that has kept our generation like this is we've lost our conscience. We no longer walk by our conscience. We no longer do things with our conscience. Your conscience is the first judge. I can see Teresa and like Teresa, whereas I have Agatha. Yes, I might have Agatha, I might like Teresa, but my conscience should tell me that this thing I'm liking Agatha. it is something that I'm liking Teresa for. It is something that Agatha has, oh, but that stinks. There is a stink in a man. Man, I want to make it plain. Let me just be plain here. Let me not just start beating about the bush. There is a stink in a man, which Victor knows what I'm saying too. That thing in a man makes you ask for more, like Oliver Twist. What you have in the man, I'm not saying it's what both of us do, oh, but but in some other men, they prefer having them in numerals, in multiple numbers, testing that. Now
But,
when they now see it
but no, let
as
me say
counting,
something.
they
Do you
will.
guys? Do you guys? Let me say something. Do you guys really think it's only in a man that that thing is? Women also have that something, that thing that you are talking about. But like you said, it's about self-control.
And if they
A woman can live her
if
whole
they
life.
have,
A woman can control her emotions, but men can't. That is the problem, isn't it?
it's true
Um,
now. So
no, no,
just
no,
say
no, no.
some men, not
Some men don't just
uh
generalize, please.
like both of us now we can. I don't know about others. Victor, I don't even know about Victor whether he can, but for me I can.
Okay.
I think all these things is like all about discipline. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I just think it's more about
Yeah, I can hear you.
discipline and can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I think it's more about discipline. When one is disciplined,
Oh, yeah, we
like
lost.
even if you're hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I said it's something that have to do with discipline. That is disciplining oneself. Like yes, I said I'm not like that, and you also said you are not like that. But we are men, yes, and the urge to try new things will still be there. But it's up to us to like discipline ourselves. Like no, I am married. What is like if I do this thing, I am breaking my vow. The the more we allow God, like the more fear of God we have, to me, I believe it's more about discipline and having fear of God. If you have fear of God and knowing the fact that marriage is you guys and God, when you know those stuff, you won't want to do anything, especially to somebody that have a good relationship with God. You know that these are things like some of the things that God hates, that God dislikes, and you know you have a very very good relationship with Him, and you don't want such to you don't want anything to come in between you. The best thing to do is to have that fear of God and discipline yourself. Discipline is the key. That is what I believe, that for that is, it takes discipline for a man, a married man, to control himself, or like to say no, because most times all these things are temptation, because I've come across many things. I've gone to many places, and women were like Victor, come just if it means we if it means they like paying me a lot of stuff, but if you don't have that discipline, you easily fall. Same stuff with marriage. That is married people. It takes discipline and the fear of God for we to be able to conquer all these stuffs.
Thank you so
Victor, I
much.
want to,
Thank you so much.
I want to say something to this thing you've said now. Let's leave the
All
fear
right.
of God out of this. Let's keep the fear of God aside.
O-
See,
okay.
ev- everybody, any human being that has conscience. I want us to understand. I want us to understand this thing about conscience. Your conscience
Smart.
is your first judge.
Increase the S.
Your conscience is your first judge. And,
Hello.
Four.
and
Yeah.
All right,
once
I'm
you are
gonna.
this thing you are doing is wrong. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, we can hear you. Yeah. All right, we are breaking up, and I think we have spent our 1 hour. I'm going to let everybody go now, and I'm going to round up with this, guys. I'm kicking everybody out, and I'm going to round up. It's always 1 hour of talking about this. Okay, so let me round up. Rounding up now. All right, so from what we gather from our people that joined in today with our discussion, I think Bess still want to say something. Bess, do you still want to say something? Bess is an hour. We want to end now. All right, so from what we can gather from people that joined us, okay, Bess is still there. Bess, do you want to say something? Because I'm rounding up.
Yes. In 2 minutes, let me summarize. What I'm trying to say in a nutshell is, my conscience should be able to judge me to do what is right or what is wrong. When I want to do anything wrong, when I want to double date, my conscience is there to judge me, to tell me that I'm trying to hurt somebody out there. So for the fact that God is involved, this is when you now bring in God, having the fear of God. So that's the point that's the correction I want to make there. Because not everybody believes in God. I put it in quotes. Not everybody believes. So many people have their own personal beliefs. So the conscience we have would judge us and thereby discipline us to do the right thing and do what is right to keep our homes. Like I said earlier in our former interview, I said boys don't marry. When you are a boy, you are not disciplined. You do things like a boy. Like Dubem is still a boy. So Dubem cannot come and say he wants to marry and we will accept him to marry. No. So we Victor. Victor is, by the grace of God, approaching the level of a man. So if he wants to marry now, he needs to understand what is in marriage. He shouldn't look outside. So let him finish everything he wants to do now as a boy before he gets into marriage. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I do love talking to you guys every Friday because you guys have a lot of wisdom. Let me let you go and then talk to Victor for him to round up. All right, Victor, do you have anything to say before we go? Victor? Oh, sorry, let me put you on. Yeah, Victor, what do you want to say before we go?
There is nothing much. Just like he just said, he talked about conscience. Yes. I just want to summarize with having that discipline and also conscience. Yeah, these two things are keys, to help men stop cheating in marriage, or like that is to help men stop sleeping around in marriage. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This topic I knew was going to get a lot of people talking. And you know what? I like talking about controversial issues so that we can learn from it. And from what the panelists have said, it's an African culture or tradition, or it's just based on African way of doing things that women are victimized more than the men if they ever cheat in marriage. Men are allowed to do it and get away with it. So really, this is discrimination against women, okay? A woman is taken as a taboo. She's sent out of her husband's house. She's made to feel as if she's a nobody, and she's made to feel as if, like, you know, she has done the worst thing on earth. Some people will not even marry her again. Even in Nigeria, once you marry, they won't want to marry you again. So it's kind of like a women are more in disadvantage, but the men can get away with it. Is a wicked word. Is a man word in Africa. In Nigeria, in Igbo land for that matter. Because Yoruba, some of them can get away with it. But I mean, Yoruba women can get away with some certain things. But Igbo, if a woman is even talking, they'll tell you to shut up there, you're a woman, you know, and then the man can sleep and do whatever he wants to do. And you as a woman, you're not, all you have to do is just to, don't say anything, just be there. Be Mississippi, Riako, that's all you can do. But in this time and age where women are becoming independent, we need to ask ourselves a question. Should we keep taking that from men? Should we keep just being Mississippi while the men insults you and, you know, treats you with disrespect just because you just want to be folding your arms and be Mississippi? Don't you deserve respect? Don't you deserve someone who loves you, who treats you nice, who can actually respect your marriage vows? Now, in this time where there's so many opportunities out there, don't let yourself, because you cannot afford not to be a Mississippi, you have a man sleep with your house help, sleep with your best friend, sleep with your neighbors, sleep with his secretary. Even you know his mistress. He even insults you. He even called the woman in front of you, all because you want to be called Mississippi. I mean, this is discrimination against women, and it is wrong. And for you men out there, you need to ask yourself a question. This woman that you are treating this way, is it the same woman that you want to be with when you get old? Of course, at your old age, she'll be going and leaving you and doing omogo, traveling around the world. That is why sometimes some men, when they are old, there's nobody out there to take care of them or to actually help them. Because at a time when that woman wanted you to be with her, at a time when she needed your love, at a time when she needed someone to talk to, you are busy coming back home at 4 p.m., 4 a.m., 12 a.m., 1 a.m., because you are in your mistress's houses. Of course, her heart will get cold, and of course, she will not be in love with you. Now, there is no way in this video that I've said that women should cheat on their husband. No, I haven't said that. But what I'm trying to let you guys know is that it is wrong for us to actually discriminate against women when men do worse than the women are doing or what the women have done. Because I've seen a case of a woman, just because somebody called her on the phone or sent a text message to her, she was sent out of her husband's house. And I'm saying there was no evidence of infidelity, not even one, but she was sent out. That is wrong, because these men in question do worse, and yet we forgive them and we do as if we don't know, just because we want to keep our home. Why did I do this video? Last week, a very good friend of mine, one of the new friends I made, we were talking and she gave me, and she just said, you know what, just forget men. Men are like that. And I'm like, you know what? Why do we always say men are like that? Why can't we say women are like that? Why do we give excuses for our men in Africa? This is a food for thought. You think about it. It's time for us to all change and actually understand that we are all human beings and we all have feelings. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I will see you again next week. Tomorrow, I'll be doing videos about life events or things that happen, and I'll be updating you guys on what happened throughout this week. Thank you. God bless you. Bye-bye.